Hey everybody. So this is 9 months and 1 week on T, and I don't really have a lot of physical stuff to go over since the 8.25 because I think things are sort of like slowing down a little bit with um, like hair growth and things like that, but I am still noticing changes in the way my body is carrying itself, the way fats are distributing. Um, Definitely losing a lot of fat in places and gaining it in some others. But it's just really cool to see. Your pants fit a lot better. But there's that little yeah, that I never had before. But I do have a much smaller ass, so I mean that's cool. So it's Thanksgiving, and this is a weird day for me because around last Thanksgiving is when my mom and dad sort of found out through a family friend who saw my name change on Facebook that I was trans. Um, it was not a very good time. It was a conversation that I was preparing for and had everything planned out how I wanted it to go. And that completely got thrown out the window. It was a 3 or 4 hour screaming match on a phone. And then that happened for several months. If you've been following along, things with my family aren't so hot, or weren't, I should say. My brother, over the summer, in a letter he sent to me, threatened to kill me. And my parents had been refusing adamantly to use my name. And we're just trying to deny it as best they can for a really long time. But then about a month ago or so, maybe a little bit more, my dad, after a huge fight my mom and I had, sent me an email and used my name for the first time. And slowly, over the next couple weeks, he's gotten it. I think he understands as best as anyone else can. And he really, I think, has completely turned around and wants to do anything he can to support me and help me out, and doesn't want to even sit by and let people who say bad things or get away with it. He's being really cool about it. The issue I'm having is that I haven't spoken to my mom since that fight, and I haven't actually had a real conversation with her in months. And I don't know how that's going to go. They spent the first half of the day with my brother, and he's in prison, and there were a lot of reasons I didn't want to go up there, because my brother hasn't seen me since last Christmas. And the ID situation and not looking like what you're supposed to, it could come back to bite him pretty badly. And I don't want to ruin any more holidays. Not that I feel that I ruined it last time, but just want everybody to have a good time. Oh yeah, another thing. I'm getting more hair now. I had a hair cutting accident a few weeks ago where I tried to cut my own hair and it didn't work out, and I ended up completely bald. And you can see how weird my hairline is now, how different it is from when I first started. I'm just glad I don't look like a skinhead anymore, because that was creeping a lot of people out. Other than that, just today my parents are coming in. It'll be the first time I've seen them in months. And I'm nervous. I'm kind of terrified. I wore the wrong shirt today because I wore gray, and you know what happens when you sweat a lot like I do. I'm really just concerned that there's going to be a huge fight, and I'll really have nowhere to go, and it'll screw up my entire break and be all insanely emotional in a way that I don't want it to be. And I don't want to believe that all this hope that I've been building up for the last couple weeks is just going to explode in my face. I really don't know how to say a lot of things right now. To them, I know it can't be just pick up where we left off kind of stuff, because that is just ignoring the elephant in the room, and it never works. I don't know, I'm just kind of nervous, yeah, just anxious, a lot of different things going on inside me right now, and it's just a waiting game right now because I don't know when they're going to get here. Because what happened in that big fight was I sort of threw my phone without thinking about it, and then it sent me into a full-fledged meltdown. So I haven't had a phone for this whole time either, so I don't know when they're going to get here, and I can't really prepare for that. This is just a little quick life update. Want to let you know I'll have something else pretty soon that is a little more involved with other changes around tea and questions I've been having. So thanks for listening, and if you got any advice for me, I'll shoot it at me and I'll let you know how it goes.